What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what?
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Voilà, et on utilise un petit carnet où on recueille des informations pour ensuite poser des questions.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Ok.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. Planes, planes, and more planes.
On peut supposer que le grand-père est aviateur.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Allons au poste de police. C'est assez sympa d'ailleurs parce que elle dit à sa grand-mère quand même que d'habitude quand elle va Le poste de police, c'est pas pour, pour visiter. Et elle avait aucune remarque en disant non mais c'est bon, c'est une enfant, elle faisait des bêtises, tout va bien.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Moi je suis pro-vérité. Donc on va dire la vérité. Il me semble l'avoir fait la dernière fois et je pense pas qu'il est vexe.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so.
Ok.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
I'd love to help, Kathy, but you better check with the sheriff first.
Okay, I'll do that. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. I wonder what's behind those doors.
Là, pour passer, il faut attendre que Lenny regarde ailleurs. Mais je sais pas si on peut le faire dès maintenant.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess.
Ouais, en fait,
Maybe
voilà,
halfway
t'as juste à
through.
faire ça. C'est très arrangeant.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Hey,
Hi there.
so, why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns in grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9,
15.
8,
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract
très
that
bonne pour
young cop in the
négocier.
lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay, then. Let me know when.
Will do. Too heavy to carry around, and too noisy to use in here without getting caught. No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick. Okay, let's have a look.
Il y a un peu de lecture dans le jeu, mais moins que dans d'autres jeux que j'ai pu tester. Ok, casier numéro 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Petit problème de typo. Mais rien de très dramatique.
Lenny, need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
En fait, le perso fait tout seul, t'as pas besoin d'attendre le bon moment. Elle attend pour toi.
All right, got it.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.